important to review why we meditate. Like, what's the point, right? And what happens? A lot of times people will say, every time I meditate, I become completely blissed out. When I hear that, I think they're not doing it right. Because, yeah, that can definitely happen sometimes. But when you meditate, what happens is with the eye mudra, so there's 3 main eye mudras. It's when you focus at the third eye point, so your eyes are closed, they're rolled up looking at this point, or they're slightly open looking at the tip of the nose, or they're concentrating on the chin. In those 3 positions, what happens is the optical nerve is locked. And when that is locked, and then you're in a posture, what happens then, the mind comes into alignment, and then the subconscious mind starts releasing thoughts, one after the other. And the subconscious mind, in these teachings, it said it's 8 million miles this way, that way, up, down. So we have a lot of unprocessed thoughts. So when I look at you, I think, everyone's staring at me. That's one thought. All the rest of the thoughts get dumped into the subconscious mind. Those get built up after a long period of time. And then what happens is if you don't cleanse the subconscious mind, there's a pressure that happens. And people will try to relieve that pressure by talking a lot, by taking drugs, other activities to try to relieve the pressure of their subconscious mind. So that's what happens. And every time you blink, you choose one of the thoughts. Every blink of the eye, you have 1,000 thoughts. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I just collected 5,000 thoughts right there. So the unprocessed thoughts get dumped in the subconscious mind. That's what happens. And so when you meditate and you lock the optical nerve and you put your body in a posture, or you're doing a yoga set and a kriya, you're allowing the subconscious mind to release those thoughts. And then the mantra, so it's really very important to have a mantric practice, because what that does, it's a thunderbolt of energy that when you chant it, it cuts up and cuts the thought. So any negative thought, it cuts it and can make it into a positive thought or a positive charge. So that's why if you're meditating, and a lot of times people don't think they're doing it correctly, because they're like, all I think about is like all my to-do list, everything that I forgot. I was wondering if I turned off the coffee machine before I came here today. All of those thoughts are very normal. And the real yogi, when they're in a meditation or posture, they're looking for those corridors of their mind where it has those weird thoughts. Everyone has a back room they don't want anybody to see. So you're always looking for those collection of thoughts that are weird. That way you can release them. So that's why we meditate. And then the end result is after you practice, your mind's clear. You have more energy. And when you keep the subconscious mind clear, then what happens is your intuition increases. You just know the answer right away. You don't have to process it. Not everybody's psychic, but everybody is intuitive. And so you want to increase your intuition with the practice. And there's just a gut knowing things. Like, I just know this is correct. So that's why we meditate. So if you have all that weird stuff that comes up, that's normal. If you don't want to do it, that's also normal. So just be really relaxed about it and go through whatever experience you'd like.
Ma